Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Before I get started on this one, I want to apologize to you guys. I told you at the beginning of the year I was going to try to cut the video short, and it seems like I'm just flapping on and on and on and on with these videos. The other day I uploaded one that was 24 minutes and something. Man, I apologize, and I'm not trying to make a short movie of these beer reviews. I just some of these really tasty beers, I just go on and on and on with them. So I just want to apologize to you guys. As time has gone on, when I first got started, the beer reviews were 3, 4, 5 minutes long. And now that I've gotten as many as I've done and I'm more comfortable in front of the camera, it seems like I just keep going on and on and on with it. I'm going to try to watch those, but still, you're going to get some of those that's going to be pretty long videos. So if that upsets you, I'm sorry. And some of the guys say they don't care, but I do care. I don't want to be producing 25, 30-minute videos on a beer review. So let's get on with this one. See if we can't make this one less than 20 minutes, guys. This is El Segundo's Power Plant, which is a triple IPA or an Imperial IPA, however you want to call it. Paris sent me this from California. My brother in beer, as I call him. This has a bottled on date of February the 6th of 2015, so still fairly fresh. Says here it's 11.1% alcohol by volume on the bottle, and this is a 22 ouncer. And on the side here it says smell, drink, repeat, and I can go with that. Says this behemoth of a triple India Pale Ale gets a heavy dose of hops both in the bottle, meaning the kettle, and on the dry hop, resulting in a nose that is straight up fruit cocktail. Truly impossible to distinguish just one note. Monstrous yet deceptive to the same breath. Don't let this one sneak up on you. Lest ye be number power planted, or hashtag power planted. I don't think there's anything else we need to say or talk about. It doesn't have the IBUs listed on the beer. So let's go to the tablet here and see if we can get a little more information. It says here, the commercial description, our experimental double IPA series continual Imperial IPA, American and New Zealand hops. Think grapefruit. And here it says 7.8%. Wait a minute, that is not even the right. Duh, don't you? I love electronics. Love electronics. Here we go. El Segundo Power Plant. Imperial Double IPA. It has no commercial description. It says 11.3 here on this one, but it's only got 11.1 on the label here. So I believe the label over these guys. I do not have the IBUs listed in either place, either Rate Beer or Beer Advocate, and no commercial description. So let's jump right into the food pairings on this one. And it says cuisine is barbecue, cheeses are peppery, Monterey pepper jack, sharp blue cheddar. Your more pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger, and the meat is game and grilled meat and salmon. Glass bar snifter tulip oversized wine glass. I got the Sovereign beer glass that Paris sent me. It says here the beer can be cellared, but I disagree with that. You want to have your IPAs and double IPAs or Imperial IPAs as fresh as possible to get all that hot, juicy freshness that you're going to get. You can cellar this, spend 11%. Man, this beer will probably sell it for 5 or 10 years, but it's going to turn into a malt bomb over that length of time. So drink them fresh. That's what I say, guys, especially on an IPA or a double IPA or an Imperial IPA. That's it for everything on this. So let's pop the cap on this bad boy. I'm ready to taste this puppy. El Segundo makes some awesome beers. They really do. Got a few openers. A new batch came in. Half of them's already gone, so if you need one, give me a shout. Let me know what color you're interested in. Shoot me an email at gtpuckett@comcast.net, and I'll let you know what I got. We'll go from there, guys. Let's do a pour. Alright, nice big bottle. You intend on sharing half of that with the other half. I'm smelling the grapefruit from here. Wow. About a finger, a little tad over a finger of head on that pour. I can see the bulb right through it. It is a nice tangerine pumpkin-y color. Very appropriate for the style. Very nice looking beer in the glass. So let's get a nose on this and let's get a whiff, see what we can get. Oh, grapefruit, pineapple, pine. I was expecting it to be just a tad boozy for an 11.1%er, but I'm not getting that big boozy nose on it. Tangerines, oranges, maybe some tropical fruit in there. Wonderful smelling triple, that's what they call it, triple IPA. Now, that's technically not a class in this style of beer. They call it a double or an imperial IPA. Definitely getting the grapefruit and the citrusiness on this beer. Very pleasant smelling, especially if you're a hophead like I am. So let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Parrish, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. A little more alcohol than it takes, but it is definitely not boozy to me. Wonderful taste. The grapefruit is there. The pine is there. Definitely a great example of a West Coast style beer. Wow. That is so damn tasty. That's an awesome beer. Wow. I've not had a bad beer from El Segundo. Everything that Parrish has sent me from this brewery has been pretty damn tasty, top-notch beer. Definitely better than average. Wow. And you got to know what the hell you're doing to produce a double or imperial IPA at the magnitude of 11% and not be boozy. I've tasted 7 and 8%ers, guys. They were more boozy than this is. So they got it going on there at El Segundo. And you guys in California that can get this beer easily, you're pretty damn lucky as far as I'm concerned. California has some great, West Coast has some great craft breweries out there. So hats off to you guys out there. You're really lucky. Of course, you got to put up with the fires and the mudslides and the earthquakes and all that kind of stuff. So you got a trade-off there. But you got some great breweries going on there too. So this is right out of the fridge. We're going to take it back, sip on it for a little bit, and pour her a glass, and come back and do the final chug on this one, guys. Pretty damn tasty so far. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. This beer is freaking awesome. I mean, for an 11.1%er. The alcohol is so well hidden. It's like I said earlier. I've had 7 and 8%ers that are more boozy than this 11%er is. So, damn well made beer. El Segundo's got it going on. They make some freaking awesome beers. They really, really do. Parrish, thanks again, brother, for sending me this one. I cannot get these beers here in Virginia. You guys in California are pretty damn lucky to be able to get these beers. Especially like this one. If you're a hophead and you're in the California area where this beer is produced, you need to pick this up if you haven't done it already. It is awesome. It'll blow your mind. What I've read and seen, I'm probably going to go against the reviews on this one. I think this beer is a 10. I really do. It's got the bottled on date on it. It's got the ABV on it. The only other thing I could fuss about is not having the IBUs on the bottle, and it doesn't have it anywhere on either side of Rate Beer or Beer Advocate. So I don't know if they even tell us what the IBUs are on this beer. If I was to guess, I would think the IBUs on this is between 70 and 90. You're going to have a large IBU to match the sweetness of the amount of malt it takes to produce at 11.1% alcohol beer. And if you don't, it's going to be either too sweet or too bitter, and they match this up pretty damn good. So let's do the final chug on this one. Delicious. The pine and the grapefruit and the tropical fruit notes and the citrusiness of this beer. It's freaking awesome. It's a 10 for me, guys. It really, really is. So, I would, if I could get my hands on this beer all the time, I would buy it all the time, unless it was $20 or $25 a bottle. A bomber. I don't know what parish. You might put on the comments parish what you paid for this beer, but if this beer is $10 or less, it's worth it. It is worth it. It's very, very tasty. Like I said, I don't know what this beer costs because it was sent to me by Paris. So, but it's very, very damn tasty. You got to realize it's 11%, guys. You're not drinking Budweiser or Miller or Coors or even a low ABV beer that's a craft beer that you're drinking at 4 or 5%. I mean, this is two beers in one, and it's a 22 ounce or so. That's like four Budweisers in this one bottle, or 4 Coors Light or Miller, whatever the macro that you may be drinking. That's 4 beers, and if of course, those beers are priced way lower than your craft beers because they're mass produced and they're low ABV and they're all automated production lines on that. There's not a lot of hard work put into producing those beers. They're the big boys, they're the big guys, if you will, and all their processes are fully automated, and there's not a lot of work, and they're using the same recipe over and over and over and over and over and over again. So, but that style of beer has its place. I'm not talking down about that beer. I just like beer with a little more taste, and a lot of the craft brewers do. If I see you in a bar and I know you and you're drinking one of those beers, I might suggest something that you might like in that style that has a little more taste and a little more flavor. But I'm not going to talk down or beer snob you because you're drinking that beer. I mean, if that's your beer of choice, because I was there, guys. I drank Budweiser for over 30 years, and as before, I was awoke to what beers with a lot more taste and flavor have before I got into home brewing and doing it myself and realizing what good quality beers actually do taste like. So I won't talk down to you, but I may suggest something with a little more taste, maybe a wheat beer or some other lager that's not got any adjuncts or rice or any kind of fillers put into the beer, just to produce a head or whatever that you might want to try. I mean, support your local guys. That's what I say. If you're gonna support somebody that you may know or that's in your area, that's feeding their family and helping the local economy and all that stuff, helping the big three. Those guys got plenty of money. They don't need our help, and they're realizing this slowly but surely that the craft beer industry is growing and growing and growing because AB InBev is buying as many of these small breweries up as they can. They bought 4 or 5 up in the last year or two. And like I said, I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, but they kind of put their thing out. This beer's done this, and especially the Super Bowl commercial where they were thumbing their nose at a brewery that they just bought. I mean, and that makes everybody talk about that, and that's what they want. And if you're talking about it, you're talking about it. I mean, but anyway, back to this beer. It's awesome. It's a 10 for me, guys. Let's go over to what everybody else thinks. Beer Advocate says 91. I do think it's in the 90s, but I think it's 99 or 100. I could very easily give this beer a B, but I think it's deserving of a 100. It is that tasty. It's got everything going on that you'll like. It's not boozy. It's got a lot of tropical fruit notes, and the grapefruit, and the pine, and the pineapple, and the oranges, and the tangerines are all there. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's definitely deserving of the 10 for me. And over at Rate Beer, they say 87 overall. I don't know what they're smoking, and 43 in the style. I could not disagree with those numbers anymore. So usually it's the other way around. Usually Beer Advocate has lower numbers than Rate Beer. But on this case, Rate Beer is coming up with a 91, which is in their outstanding range, but I think it's a little better than that. This is a fresh bottle, and it's damn tasty. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap this one up before it becomes a 20-minute video if it hadn't already. And if you've had this one from El Segundo, this is their Power Plant Triple IPA. Let me know what you think, guys. As always, come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge. We'll look together. See you then.